Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got a little job this morning. Bumper corner on a Golf. This was done in a car park. It's scratched all the way around here. Well, say scratched, that'll probably just buff out. But it's caught it all the way around here. It's cracked all the paint in here as well. So all that's got to come out. It was almost all the way under the headlight, which is a pain. We've got a nice scuff here. I think we've got a little bit of damage underneath as well. So just got to sort that out. I am going to run the buffer over it first and see what actually polishes out. So that's going to go. Some of that's going to go. Right, let's get the buffer out. That's way too much. Oh, that looks better. So this bumper's definitely been painted before. Definitely once before, maybe twice. I'd say once. The lacquer's peeling in there, so that needs correcting. That's the extent of the damage we've got now with polishes. Everything else has come out. All that's gone. That's gone. It hasn't gone through the paint there. It hasn't even gone through the lacquer, so that buffed out. Hasn't dented it. It was just a surface scratch. And the biggest problem I've got is, I don't know if you can see it on camera, all the runners from where it was last painted. That's just full of runners there. All that. And drips along the edge on that. Someone just leathered the lacquer on. But I can get away with painting to this corner, probably fading it here. I'm looking at that, probably putting a fade in here, save going any further round. Let's sand this out and see what it looks like. Too super aggressive on this, bit of 180 should do it. That's taken all the spider cracking out. You can see how many times this has been painted. That's going to be original. Yeah, so it's been painted at least once, unless they bared it off last time. It's got a lovely ridge there I've got to get out. But this is going to need no filler, which is a bonus. And I'll just get under there and feather that out. Cool. Bit more sanding. So yeah, I've skipped ahead a little bit. I've gone up to 320s, so this bit's ready for priming. I'm just going to open this out in with some 1000s. So colour's going to go in here, and then the rest of it's going to be lacquered. So I'm going to go and get a pad and just open this all up into 1000 grit now. This is a 1000 grit softback sanding pad. Found there's a little bit more damage there. I'll just catch that. I'll catch that up in a bit, but I'll carry on doing this with the 1000. Right, now I've changed the battery on the camera. This is all ready for primer now, so I'm going to mask this area up, adhesion promoter, and I'm just going to give it a squirt with an aerosol. It's all it needs, and I need to just sand a little bit more on that corner there. But yeah, coming together nicely. This is just a little bit of adhesion promoter, like plastic primer. You can tell how cold it is today, because that doesn't want to spray. Well, that really doesn't want to spray. Just get a hot air gun, warm that up. Big grey primer. Even the primer doesn't want to spray. That's the primer stage done anyway. I'm just gonna get that bit of tape off. There we go. Right, so I can mask this up properly now and put some colour on it. So I really want this done in an hour. It is Christmas Eve today, so it's not a job I wanted to be doing today, but it needs doing. Yeah. Looks better like that actually. I give up with this GoPro today. It keeps shutting itself off while I'm filming. I've got the colour on now. Now I've got a really nasty hair which blown into the paint there that I think I'm going to have to sand out before I lacquer it, and then just put some more colour on. Colour doesn't look horrendous. It's actually looks closer than the colour that's on the bumper. The colour that's on it is way off. So I'm thinking my corner's actually going to look closer to the wing when I've finished. But, yeah, I'm going to let that sit under the light for a bit, and I'm just going to sand that hair out. I don't know how long this camera's going to work for, because it keeps shutting off. It's really annoying. That's another battery I've just put in. Bloody hell, well, I've been putting that battery in that's dried. Right, that's 1.5 coats of lacquer. I'm going to actually put another one on, because my first coat was really dry, because it's a new lacquer to me and I don't know how it was going to spray out, and it's actually really good. It's the U-Pole one and I haven't used it before. So yeah, give that another few minutes and I'll give it one more coat. It does say 2, but it's going to have 2.5, because that first one really was a half coat. That doesn't look too bad, does it? I've had to warm the camera up because it kept turning off. Right, got that on a bake. It's probably going to be on a 10-minute bake. Let's see what temperature it is. Yeah, probably a bit longer because they're only up to 30. It's cold out here today, like I was saying. Yeah, 30. Might have to move them in a bit closer. Yeah, let's get it up to 40. Yeah, 10 minutes will do it. considering there's very little dirt in it. I am shocked except for one piece just there, which is really annoying. It's on a corner. It might just polish out. Right, I'm going to start cleaning some guns while that cooks. Well, that's it before it's polished, but I'm not happy with the colour match. It looks way too orange for me. I don't know how it shows up on the camera, but that is too orange. Now, which I've got a problem with, because if I go over to this side, that bumper corner is way too dark. And like I said, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but yeah, it does. That one's way too dark. That one's a little bit more orange. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to polish it all up, see how it looks, but I think I'm going to have to tweak the colour and repaint now. But this camera's a pile of junk and keeps turning off every 30 seconds. So let me polish that and I'll show you what it looks like, at least when it's buffed. There we go, all done, dusted, polished. I'm ready to go home. That does not look too bad. I think it looks a bit too orange. See what the customer says. And like I say, every bumper corner on this car is a different colour. So, yeah, because that one is absolutely nowhere near. But this has come off a dealership. So they bought this car not long ago and it came off a dealership, and it's probably been smart repaired more times than enough. But that's it for this one, guys. If you've enjoyed it, give me that thumbs up, it really does help. If it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.